Miss Iano, you met the defendant about 6 months ago. According to your papers, over that 6-month period or less, you lent him almost $6,000.
$7,500.
I'd like you to tell me why you lent him all this money.
Well, we started dating, and
You met where?
I met him at his place in employment, and that's where we went out on our first date, probably 2 weeks after I met him.
5 days after I threw him out.
This is not a tea party. This is a courtroom. Go ahead.
We went on our first date to Tahoe, which I understand now that's where he takes all his first dates. He's got the same situation that I'm going to tell you about he's done before to another girl.
For $5 grand.
Until I'm ready for her, outside. She doesn't listen. Go ahead.
Well, after the first date, it was like 3 days later, we went out to dinner again. He came over and he stayed and he moved in. He never went home. He didn't have a home.
For how long did he stay with you?
He was there probably 5 to 6 weeks. And in that period, the very second date, he came over, he had no vehicle. Right away, this guy had no car, no transportation, except me. I had to take him to work. I had to do everything for him. Either that or let him drive my car, which he tore up.
You could have dumped him.
He seemed like a nice guy. The first 2 weeks, the first month, he was a nice guy.
But clearly very needy, at least financially.
Very needy.
Go ahead.
While he was there, my children warned me against him. He drank every night. He was drunk every night.
I'm going to say it again. Why didn't you dump him?
I should have. I wanted to give him a chance.
Tell me about the money that you lent to him.
Well, I figured he needed his own vehicle. Okay, about the first week in August, he called me from work. A man came into work and had a truck for sale. And he called me and asked me if I wanted to invest in a truck. He said I would pay for the truck. I would pay for the truck, and then he said it needed transmission work, and he can do all the work. We can sell it and make a profit. He can sell it for $4,200 is what he told me. So I gave him the cash for the truck. I loaned him the cash for the truck.
Well, if you were investing, then I assume the intention was that whatever profit was made, you would get your original investment back and you would somehow share the profit. Correct?
That is correct.
So how much did you give him?
I gave him $1,500 cash for the truck. 3 days later, he comes to me and says he loves the truck, he wanted to keep the truck, and he would give me $100 a week for the truck.
Did he ever give you the $100 a week for the truck?
4 weeks later, he gave me $100, and he told me I couldn't cash it for a couple weeks because he didn't have the funds available.
And?
So after a couple weeks, I just went ahead and cashed it. I didn't even ask. I just went to his bank and cashed it.
All right, so after this sob story, you lent him more money.
I lent him $2,000 more to fix the truck, to get his license.
And he had already moved out of your house.
He was already out. We were engaged. I have a ring.
Where did he get the money to buy you a ring?
The store's been calling my house. They're looking for him.
There has to be order in the courtroom, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand?
And at this point, he has his kids come down. Even though he has a house, he has no way to feed them, so they stay at my house for 3 days. I feed them, not to mention the $100 I hand them to get them through a weekend to take care of them.
Right now, it sounds to me like you were being very generous. But I have $1,400 and $2,000 that you gave him.
Okay, I gave him...
So, then he's in his own house and you're in your apartment or your house.
My house.
And you're engaged to be married.
That is correct.
So you gave him more money after the $2,000?
$4,000 more off a cash advance off my charge card, which he agreed to pay the payment and all interests and all cash advance fees.
Okay, and how much did he pay of that?
So far, of the truck was $100, of the $2,000 nothing, and all the money that he has given me, which totals $680. I put all that towards the charge card, and I have the statements to prove it.
So is that all the money that you lent him?
Yes.